so we've just kind of stopped along our way just for a little break, and we're next to this canyon. We've actually been following this canyon for quite a while now, but not only is it blazing hot where we're at, but it's super pretty, and it's got a lot of these rock formations around all over the place, and maybe this particular spot doesn't have as many. There was a spot further back that direction that called it Jacob's Seat, and it was this rock formation that looked like a seat. And so, but anyways, this canyon, I want to take a quick look since we stopped anyways, because it's deep, it's windy, and a couple of spots we saw some trails down inside of it. So I was like, oh man, if we had time we would go and check out the Jeep trails of this. But so here we go, we're gonna go over here and get a picture. All right.
Whoa, look at that.
Wow, look at that. There's this canyon. There's just kind of an outcropping of it that we have.
What is that?
It's called a canyon.
Canyon?
Yep. Super deep hole. Woo! That's out there. And it just winds all across this land. I'm not sure. Are we still in what's called canyon lands? I don't think we are we?
Well, we're going to Capitol Reef, so I don't know if this is the start of that.
Okay. Yeah, we're I don't know, maybe 100 miles from Capitol Reef. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't look at any of the previous signs. But man, it's so pretty out here. It's so stinking hot, but it's very pretty. And I would love to, you know, one of these times be able to just wander. So, yeah, it's a pretty far drop. And since I'm holding the baby, I'm not getting any closer. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We're going to have, I'm sure, more stops along the way, but we've been following this canyon for, I don't know, maybe close to 60 miles, and it just keeps winding through all of this. Yeah, and it's getting deeper. We've noticed that too. It kind of started off shallow, and then it's getting deeper and deeper. Maybe it's just the spots we're in that we see it as real deep, but overall it's pretty amazing. Looks like we're gonna try to get some drone footage for you, because this is spectacular and you can't miss an opportunity like this. All right, more to come. All right, so we pulled over to take a look at this overlook, and what used to be Lake Powell, or the upper
city. Height City was just down below until the Lake Powell flooded it.
Oh. But now Lake Powell is gone, so the city could technically be re-exposed.
That concrete long skinny slab,
Yeah.
that was the launch.
That's the one. Okay, I see.
And
so
then
then it
the-
kind of would have wrapped around until it went.
Then those slabs coming out, those were boat docks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That is cool.
And now there's almost no water to be seen other than
Just the
that
river.
over there.
So they had all
River
those
down
boat
there.
docks there. Now they're just high and dry. You know, it's like
Wow.
Yeah. Oh man.
those little squares coming out.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Well, because the water probably fluctuated some, and so they just needed a water ability to do it at any point, but not this low. So you can see now that the river is just right here on the edge, and that used to be Lake Powell. Now it's Desert Powell. Oh, it's kind of like Salt Lake City Flats, the Salt Flats, ancient lake now. Oh, so sad.
So they mined uranium here, and the city of Height was down there, and then it got flooded when Lake Powell flooded it.
Ooh, do they seal the mines?
I don't know.
Uranium's kind of hazardous.
A little bit.
A little bit. Drain it into the water, that wouldn't be so good.
But I think in its natural thing, it's not the concentration that they, when they mine it, they refine it. It's more concentrated.
But yeah, you can see the water level was up higher. It's kind of hard to see on these rocks, but it was definitely up higher than it is now. And there's nothing there. There's not a straight drop, so that's good. Still a long ways down though.
Yeah, but I think you'd continue falling if you did.
Yeah.
Unless you were able to grab a rock on your way down.
Oh. Grab some sand, more likely. This rock's not so solid. But it's a cool overlook. Super pretty. Rock formations back here are still really awesome. Those up there are pretty cool. I guess that's kind of like the in-between stage of the Needles. It's pretty fantastic.
See, it shows the level of Lake Powell today whenever they made this billboard.
Oh.
And there's the town, the city, was under water.
And now.
And now
And now there's nothing.
it's all back to where it was before when they built the city.
Oh man.
Wow. Crazy.
That's what happens when there's drought for years and years. And so, all right, well, we're gonna move on to further west towards Brice Canyon. So we had to stop to get gas, and normally I wouldn't share this, but I thought this was kind of cool. We're at Sinclair, you know, the dinosaur, but look at the main store. It is in literally the rock of the mountain, so that's pretty cool. You go inside and you can get all of your stuff in there, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know how many places are like this around here, but that's a great way to get people to stop. Anyways, I don't think I'll take the camera in there to show it around, but we got dinosaurs on top right there. That's pretty cool. Sinclair in Hanksville, Utah. right, so we're in Capitol Reef area, and I now think I understand why they call it Capitol Reef. The rocks definitely look like coral through this area, all the holes and caverns and stuff in it. It's quite a bit different than like the Moab rocks. So that was pretty neat. We got some footage of the road, and you can see a lot of the crevices and the different hole pock marks through them. So, but I'm standing right here by a sign that says Capitol Dome. So the Capitol Dome, and it's pointing to that. And so that's a long ways up there, but that is Capitol Dome. Not sure where the Capitol comes from, but yeah, and you can also see in the rocks there is all those holes into it, so it definitely looks like coral. This is a pretty neat spot, and they kind of drift around and look at the other positions. There's nice tall cliffs like we're used to seeing now, but there's definitely more to it than this. So I think we might kind of walk into this little trail. There's a river going right now, and we might walk a couple minutes down it, just kind of check it out. All right, well, more to come on this. All right, there you go, the Capitol, because it reminds them of the Capitol and the nation's headstone in DC building. But then the reef, like we said, kind of looks like a reef of an ocean. All right, so we're gonna just kind of take a little short stroll, because stretch our legs for a minute, but we're not actually gonna hike into the little destinations, because we have a destination to make by the end of the day and still set up camp, and we're still a couple of hours away, and we don't have that much more time. So
It's a $300 fine for riding on the rocks.
oh, yep, want to preserve these rocks.